everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I get a lot of messages, especially from beginners, asking me about which foundation to buy, which concealer and so on. So I thought of making this video where I'll show you some of my suggested makeup items which you can find at the drugstore, and they are super inexpensive and they work great. Now bear in mind that there are thousands and thousands of makeup items and brands out there, so I'm not saying that you need to buy exactly these products that I'm about to mention, but these are just some of my suggestions. And also you might not need all of the products that I'm about to show you, so just pick the ones which you think you'll need. Now do keep in mind that in this video I'm strictly going to be showing you the makeup items. I'm not showing any makeup brushes or tools because I've already done a video on my must-have makeup brushes, which I would link down in the description box below, and also there would be a link to that video at the end of this video. So enough blabbing, now let's get into the actual video. So the first thing that you need is a face primer. Now the ones that I'll suggest you is this Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Now this one is really good if you have large pores because it would give you a really smooth skin, so your foundation would apply really nicely. So another one that I'll suggest you is this Rimmel Fix Perfect Primer. This one is an all-in-all primer. It claims to smooth, resurface, brighten, mattify and protect your skin. So this would be really good if you want a primer to mattify your skin that would help the foundation go on smoothly. Some other good primers are Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, the NYX Angel Veil is pretty good, and also the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primers are good as well. So you can choose any of these according to what you prefer. Now the prices of all of the products that I'm going to be mentioning today would be down in the description box below, so do go check it out. Okay, so after primer, the next thing that you need is a foundation. Now my pick from the drugstore are these Revlon Colorstay Foundation and the Loreal True Match. Now these two foundation, I think they're just pretty good. They are kind of on the pricier side compared to the other foundation in the drugstore, but still I feel they are a great buy. This one is full coverage and it lasts all day and it gives a very nice matte finish. So if you have oily skin, this would be perfect for you. This one on the other hand gives a demi-matte finish. This is medium to full coverage and this also lasts for around at least 5 to 6 hours. Some other good inexpensive foundations are the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation, Rimmel Match Perfection, even the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation, that one is also pretty good as well. Now if you don't want to use liquid foundation, you can also try out powder foundation like the one here. This is from e.l.f. This is a powder foundation. This one actually has 4 different shades, as you can see. So if you are not sure about your shade, or if you're in between shades, so you can try this one out because you can mix and match and get your perfect shade. But I believe e.l.f. has these powder foundations in individual shades as well. Now if you are using liquid foundation, you might need a powder to set it with. So the best powder that I feel the drugstore has is this Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. This one is really great because it doesn't leave a powdery finish on your skin. It's very light and it keeps you matte all day long. Now if you want something even less expensive than the Rimmel one, then you can try out this Mua Matte Perfect Loose Powder. Now this one is translucent, so you don't have to worry about your shade. Now as this is translucent, it doesn't really give any coverage, but it's really good to keep your skin matte and to control your oil. So the next product that I have for you is concealer. Now drugstore has lots of good concealers like this LA Girl Pro Conceal one. This one is really good and it is super inexpensive. Also this Collection Lasting Perfection one. These two are actually quite similar. They remind me a lot of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This Maybelline Age Rewind one is also pretty good. The other one that I really like is this Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Roller. This one is one of my favorite for everyday use because it's really light in consistency, but I wouldn't suggest you to travel with this because it's not travel friendly. It kind of leaks. Something's wrong with the packaging, I don't know. But if you want to use something that is really light and it wouldn't feel like as if you have makeup on your skin, this one is very good for that. Now I suffer from a lot of under eye creasing, so setting it with a powder is a must for me. And the one that I like to use is this e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Now this one is absolutely great and it's just $3. Now if you don't want to buy a separate powder just for your under eyes, you can also set it with a loose powder like this, or you can also set it with any pressed powder that you are using all over your face. That would also work perfectly. Alright, so the next makeup items that I have for you are bronzers, blushes and highlighters. So if you don't want to spend your money on individual products, you can get palettes like this which has blush, highlighter and bronzer all in one. So you do save a lot of money if you get palettes like this. This one is the Sleek Face Foam. e.l.f. has such bronzer blush duos. These are also really good. You can try these ones as well. Now if you want individual blushes, you can try out NYX. NYX has some amazing blushes, both cream and powders. Also Wet n Wild has some good blushes as well. e.l.f. has some really good blushes. Their baked blushes and highlighters at thebomb.com. Even these MUA highlighters are pretty good as well. So the next item that I have for you is probably the most difficult to suggest because there are just so many options out there, and that is lip product. So there are so many types of lip products. There are lipsticks, lip glosses, lip stains, lip balms and so many. So overall I think the brands which do really good lip items are L'Oreal, Maybelline and Revlon. They do some amazing lip products. But if you want something even less expensive than those, then you can try out Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild lipsticks are absolutely amazing. Now if you want something really light and moisturizing, you can try out these Revlon Color Burst balms. They are available in a matte version and also in a glossy version. If you want something long wearing, you can try out this NYX soft matte lip creams. They are super pigmented, they last a very long time and they are just amazing. So if you're into lip glosses, my favorites are this Maybelline Elixir lip gloss and this NYX butter gloss. These glosses last a really long time and they're not sticky at all. For lip liners, I feel Jordana has some great lip liners and they have tons of shades and they are just super duper inexpensive. So now let's move on to the eyes. So the first thing that you need is an eye primer. Now unfortunately I haven't yet come across a good inexpensive eye primer. The one that I like to use is this Urban Decay primer potion, but it is $20, so it is very expensive. There are some inexpensive options like e.l.f. and MUA, but frankly speaking I don't really like these as much, so I'm not gonna suggest you people to buy these because even if it is just $1 or $2, if you don't get to use it, it would be a waste of your money. Having said that, there are certain items that work really good as eyeshadow bases, like this NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. This one is a must-have in my opinion. You need to have it in your collection at some point or the other because it is really great, and especially if you love working with colors, it's a must-have because it makes the colorful eyeshadow pop and it makes them really vibrant. You can also try out these Maybelline color tattoos. They work really well as eyeshadow bases. One other option that I have for you is the Sigma eyeshadow base. Now I know it's not that easily available because you can only get it at Sigma website, but if you can get your hands on it, do get them. These are really good and they are quite similar to the MAC paint pots and they are very inexpensive compared to MAC. So after you're done priming your eyes comes my most favorite part, and that is eyeshadows. I just simply love eyeshadows. So if you're starting off with makeup, I would suggest you to get something like this, the 120 or 180 eyeshadow palettes. This one is from beige, Coastal Scents have them as well. Also e.l.f. makes some good eyeshadow palettes. Try any one of these. If you can get something which is a mixture of colorful eyeshadows as well as neutrals, then you can just work with one palette only. You don't need anything else. Now if you want smaller eyeshadow palettes or something that you can readily get at the drugstore, you can try out MUA or Makeup Revolution palettes. Makeup Revolution in particular does really good eyeshadow palettes, and they have a lot of dupes of some high-end palettes like this. This is the dupe of Naked 3 and this is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. So you can try these out as well. Sleek makes some amazing eyeshadows. Their eyeshadows are super pigmented and they're very smooth and buttery and they're very easy to blend out. But my most favorite inexpensive eyeshadow brand is Wet n Wild. I just love these eyeshadows. For me, they are equally comparable to some high-end eyeshadows like Urban Decay or Too Faced. They are really good, if not better than those. They have many different palettes. You can get trios like this, or there are smaller palettes with 5 shades, or you can get something like this with 8 shades. If you were to buy only one eyeshadow brand from the drugstore, I highly suggest Wet n Wild. You just need to try them out. So the next item I have for you is eyeliner. Now there are so many different types of eyeliners. There are liquid liners, pencil liners, gel, cream. There are so many different types. Now I personally prefer using liquid liners, and my favorite is this Lakme Insta liquid liner and this Rimmel Glam Eyes liquid liner. But if I want something in a pen form, then I like using this Maybelline Master Precise liner. If you want to use a gel liner, my favorite is this Maybelline gel liner. This one is absolutely amazing. For pencil liners or kohl kajals, you can try out this Rimmel Scandalized Kohl Pencil or this Lakme Absolute one, or even Lakme Iconic is pretty good as well. Now on to mascaras. I feel drugstore has some really good mascaras. Maybelline has some great mascaras. L'Oreal does some good ones. I even also like this Rimmel Lash Accelerator one. This one is also pretty good. But the one that I'm liking lately is the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This one is the least expensive. This is only $2 and I love this the most. Now on to the brows. Now my favorite product for my brows is this e.l.f. brow kit. This one is really inexpensive and it works really great. Even Wet n Wild has something like this. That one is also really good as well. But if you want a very natural look for everyday use, you can try out brow pencils. This one is from Jacqueline. There are so many other brow pencils as well that you can try out. If you want a brow gel, a clear brow gel, you can try out this e.l.f. one. This is also pretty good and I really like it. I am almost done with this. I have a backup already. So now on to the last item, and that is a makeup setting spray, so that all of this hard work doesn't fade throughout the day. The one that I really like to use is this NYX setting spray. This one is in a dewy finish because I have dry skin, but this is also available in a matte finish. You can also try this MUA one. This is also pretty good. Even e.l.f. has one makeup setting spray. That one is also pretty good as well. So all the products that I mentioned today and their prices would be in the description box below. And if there's any item that I missed out, do let me know in the comment section and I'll add it to the description box later. So I hope you found this video somewhat helpful, and if you enjoyed watching it, then please give me a thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So until next time, take care and bye-bye.